Good morning. My name is Morgan if you are new here, and if not, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a quarantine day in the life vlog, and I'm going to show you how my day looks like in quarantine while doing week 1 of Self-Care Society, which is the ebook and guide that I just launched last week, and it's really helping these days just be so much better. So I just woke up and now I'm about to meditate. I like to do it before I leave so that I can't start work or anything else.
Mind what's causing the pattern, sense of ease in watching the thoughts until we get to that point. Very difficult to have.
Also, it's snowing. Oh my god. This is my favorite part of the morning. I actually kind of woke up with a headache. I think I'm just dehydrated. Really helps my head. Now I am going to make my warm lemon water. I also have some juice in the fridge, so I'm gonna sip on those while I journal in Self-Care Society. Okay, so if you don't know, I launched my 5-week guide to Self-Care Society last week, and it is an ebook, which I actually got printed so I can show you. So it's a guide that takes you on 5 different weeks of different forms of self-care to really just help you tune inward, find peace amongst the chaos, especially right now, reflect on yourself, check in with yourself, and just dedicate more time to prioritizing yourself. So it's just a guide to show you how there's so many different forms of self-care that don't have to cost a lot of money or take a lot of time, and they can make you feel so much better and greatly impact other areas in your life, other relationships, just by fulfilling yourself just a little bit each day. And they also really deeply help you fall in love with yourself. So I started doing a ton of self-care kind of at the tail end of a relationship, honestly, is when I just realized I needed my me time, and I just needed this time to process what I was feeling and connect with myself. And then when I moved into my first apartment on my own, I really soaked up the self-care. I had a whole space to kind of do what I wanted, and I explored what felt good for me and what felt good in my mind and my body and my soul, and I connected deeper to those things, and it really helped me find myself and just fall in love with myself so much more, and just have a better understanding of who I am, have the confidence of things I could do on my own. So that is what I put in this book, and it's just meant to be really healing and really positive. And so far with everyone that started, the positivity has given me so much positivity, and I'm just loving journaling every day. So I'm gonna show you guys how I journal each day and show you a little bit of the book. This is my journal yesterday, and then have a little prompt in here, so I will fill this out, and then I'm gonna fill out today's, and I'll go back to it later and fill in things that I do later, but I like to say how I feel and do all of that in the morning. And I'm gonna do this with my drinks. So I'm gonna write down that I meditated, drinking lemon water, while journaling. Ice roll. And then I found a really good mantra earlier. I've been saving quotes on Instagram so I can use them. Thinking of a daily mantra is such a good practice, and it's something that I like go in waves of doing, and this is making me do it every day again. And it's just something to remind yourself of every single day, and it's really, really powerful to like have someone kind of put those words so eloquently in a way that you might not be able to yourself, but they still really resonate with you. So the one, I shared it on my story today, but you needed to learn it, so I took you through it. The universe. Show you guys more of this book. This is literally my baby that I made in, the idea came to me in September, and then I started working on it end of October, and then I finished it around Valentine's Day. Was gonna launch it on March 18th, and with everything that's going on in the world, I just didn't think that it was the right time. It just didn't feel right for me, and I just was sensitive to everything going on, and I was going through a lot of emotions myself. And then, you know, just a couple weeks ago came, and I was realizing how much this will really, really help people. It was meant to help people, you know, kind of living their busy lives, giving time to themselves in the morning before they leave for work, but we need this even more now. And for me, taking even just the few minutes I showed you each morning and having that as a part of my daily routine while in quarantine is really, really helping me. And getting messages and seeing what everyone else is doing and in terms of self-care is been really inspiring to me too. Has been really inspiring to me too. So I will show you some of my favorite pages of the book. And it's an editable PDF, so if you don't have it and you plan to download it, you can type in everything as well. But I have a lot of quote pages that I love, and just a lot of assessment pages. So if you, like last week, I filled out assessment pages of just what my self-care practice looks like now, what my goals are, which are honestly to unplug more, to read more, to work on myself. I think that launching this has stressed me out so much, and it's kind of triggered up old stories for me of just like expectations I set for myself that I don't need to. So I'm just really trying to be present and soak up everything that feels good right now, and for me that is self-care. So I'm really trying to do more of it myself too. Yeah, it's really about, it's to show you that self-care isn't necessarily easy, but it's really beneficial. This is one of my favorite pages. So each week has a separator, and then I have some just ideas of what mindfulness looks like and different practices. And obviously there's more practices, like working out for me is also a mindfulness practice, but I do have that in the 4th week under release week. So those are just some examples. And then I have the journal pages I showed you, and every Sunday I have a Self-Care Society Sunday reflection, and I'm gonna be going live on Zoom to connect everyone and talk through how we're feeling and just do more of a virtual check-in. This book is really about your individual journey and expressing your feelings through this book, but knowing you have a community to back you up and support you at the same time. So that's what the virtual check-ins will be. And then each week, I'm also gonna do Instagram lives or Zoom meetings with experts in this space. So this week I'm gonna do one with Cindy and Katie, who are my friends that are medium and human design experts. But yeah, the weeks are environment is the next week, which is all about cleansing your space physically, mentally, digitally, inside and out, and how that makes you feel, setting boundaries, unsubscribing, unfollowing people, that sort of thing. Next week is connection, so all about expressing gratitude to those who you live with. This time it will be virtually connecting, but otherwise it will just be connecting in person. Expressing your gratitude and paying it forward to people that mean the most to you. Kind of reevaluating friendships, things like that. So that's a really special week, and that's just community driven, which this whole Self-Care Society really is very community driven. And then the 4th week is release week, and I didn't want to do a week that was completely food or fitness focused. It's really more about listening to your body and whatever that looks like. So release week is the workout, it is the stretch, it is the recovery, it's the not working out, it's refueling yourself with vitamins and healthy foods and foam rolling and sleep, getting enough sleep and napping and all of those things that may feel like a release to you. And then the last week is self-love, which is also a little bit of pampering in this week. Self-care, I think people just think is the baths and the face masks, and it totally is, but it doesn't have to be either. But I did include those in the last week as just something fun that we can all do together. They feel good. We have so much time to do these extra things right now if you have the resources. So I have that as the last week, and also things like writing your self-love notes, putting Post-its on your mirror that are just reminders of how powerful you are. Things like that are in self-love week, and that's a really, really powerful week to just bring everything full circle, because at this point in the guide, at that 5-week mark, you should already be feeling these things about yourself, and you should be really proud of yourself and celebrate yourself. And then I have a final assessment page where you really compare how you define self-care in the beginning to how you redefine it at the end, which I think is gonna be really powerful to see. I can't wait to get kind of an idea of what people use for that response. And then I have just manifestation. So writing down 5 things that you're manifesting from here, where you see yourself going from here at the end of the guide. And then at the back, some of my favorite pages are, I have these index pages. So these are just resources for mindfulness, resources for spirituality. So some of my favorite accounts to follow and apps to use. If you live in Chicago, this is a page of local businesses to support that I have promo codes with. Obviously now we can't go to these places, but we can still support small businesses by leaving reviews, getting gift cards, anything like that, just to show support, especially right now. And then I have a little skincare routine page that's just what that looks like, and then products that you need as well that La Piel, my spa, helped me put together. So that's pretty much it. I'm so happy about it. It's 100 pages. I wanted to just show you guys my interpretation of it, how I used it each day. It really just adds, especially for this week, it will give me more of an incentive to do these mindfulness practices and then create those habits that sometimes we neglect. And even for me, I meditate, but I go in waves of it. I'm not consistent with it. So this is really going to help me with things like that, and it's just gonna help you become more aware of the self-care you can do for yourself and how it makes you feel to create those habits and make them a part of your daily lifestyle so that you can just be the best version of you. And I want everyone who does this guide to just emerge feeling the best version of themselves. So we're all in it together. We're all in this pandemic together, and I just want to be a support system. I want to help you heal and grow and just feel like the best you possibly can be given the situation. And yeah, I'll put the link down there if you wanted to join, if you haven't gotten it already. But I'm so happy about this, and I think that the timing really is going to help so much, and it's just provided me such joy and positivity to have this out there in the world right now. So I hope that everyone is feeling the same way. I'm gonna take my favorite Garden of Life vitamins. Now I am drinking my celery juice and just putting some laundry away, just kind of to get myself organized for the day. I'm gonna do a Melissa Wood health workout in a little bit. She's been one of my favorite instructors to follow during the quarantine and is perfect for a low impact workout, which is what I want to do today because I have mobility later. Okay, so before I work out, I actually have like one quick thing I want to do on my phone. I have a lot of work to do today, but today I just feel like I'm in the mood to do my workout first because I have mobility at 2. But I just have to fix a video that I made last night for Kalia, a little workout video. So I'm gonna do that on my phone really quickly before I work out. Also, I'm literally obsessed with this shirt. It's by this local Chicago Etsy shop, Cloudy Dyes, and it literally, to show you, it literally matches my phone background, if you can see that. It's literally me in a shirt, my favorite colors, and tie-dye. It's like absolutely perfect and was $22. Okay, that was amazing. Like the perfect little 20-minute flow, just for lengthening and core and arms. I love using the bala bangles. I'm gonna make breakfast now, make a smoothie. I feel like I got like an early start on the day today, so feels like I'm eating late, but it's really like kind of around the normal time I eat breakfast. I probably eat breakfast around like 8:30 to 9:30 most days, so it's just like a little bit later. So I'm gonna make a smoothie and then get started with my work. Okay, I'm taking a break from work to clean my kitchen, and I'm listening to the Self-Care Society Dance Breaks playlist. It is so good. Currently, but it's just a playlist of like such good vibes. This is totally another form of mindfulness that I love. Weirdly, cleaning is like really calming, but listening to music is just like instant mood boost, especially this playlist. Having a little juice before mobility. I think this one was beet, ginger, lemon, carrot, apple, and celery, and a little spinach. But it's really, really good. It's got a little kick. Fat Steve Mobility with Sophie virtually.
Hi. 3 ways. We'll start with neck cars.
Okay.
So you're gonna try and touch your chin to your chest. Nothing else moves. You're gonna trace your collarbone to the right. Try and touch that ear to your shoulder. Bring that head back. Try to actively rotate as much as you can. You can either think like trying to make the biggest circle with your chin, or the biggest circle like with the top of your head. You can go 3 one direction, 1 speed, nice control, and then you can switch directions. Forward, stay forward, come up to those ears, and basically like big forward circles.
Yeah, this is what I need. Oh yeah.
So feel pretty good. Go all one direction as they're tight, nothing else moving, and then you'll switch. You're going to slowly cross that midline, keeping that shoulder down. You guys might hit each other, maybe that. And then once you get to the top, you're going to start to rotate and reach behind you, keeping that chest forward. Yeah, no cheating. And then palm up to the ceiling.
I'll make sure you don't cheat.
Come on, ladies, let the crowd.
Let's go. Increase the relaxing, and then max effort, trying to crush the ground. Press, 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 and down. We're gonna use some more of those, guys. Bring your heel a little farther from your butt. Good. And slowly relax. 3 more. Take your time in between.
This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Are you enjoying this? It's more entertaining than when it's just me.
I'm just staring at you guys. And then slowly relax. 2 more. Or no, 1 more. Good. Try and lift it higher this time. Try and really keep it up there. And then
like my passport would be expired on HGTV at the moment while they...
That's a good one. Oh, I need to watch them tonight. Also, guys, Can't Hardly Wait is on Netflix. Old school, but...
Okay, so kind of dropped off in the middle of the day, but was just doing work and hanging out, but we just ordered sushi, and that's gonna be our little like treat ourselves meal tonight to unwind and just disconnect. It's been my goal to try to disconnect more at night. That is definitely a form of self-care. I'm also usually going on walks for some fresh air, just like super safe, and it's just really cold out today, so I have not left, and that's totally fine. But we're gonna do some face masks now. I have this Pore Perfectionist mask that I'm gonna show you guys by One Kind. It's awesome and it's pink, so I'm gonna do that and then just try to recharge the rest of the night. And it's really important to set off like specific times to go offline. I know it's really hard to adjust to working from home, so I do like randomly work throughout the night because I take some breaks during the day or things come up and I just want to accomplish them, but that's something I'm trying to break the habit of as well. So really definitely trying to like go on airplane mode and sign off a little bit earlier.
I should probably do that. Oh, only 6 more. Okay. Looks like I'm Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Cutie. Just on the nose. I also captured earlier kind of like cleansing my space, and that's actually a big part of what week 2 environment week is. But I have some flowers. I did Palo Santo earlier to cleanse my space, and just lighting candles and getting a really good energy, having a clean desk, all super important always, but especially right now. And I have a lot of drawers and cleaning out that I want to tackle next week. So it's kind of a good way to get in these self-care habits, but also have some goals around it. Like I've been putting off clearing out my closet for so long. So this is gonna get me to finally do it. But I just want to share that tip with you guys too. I also really like using Garden of Life's oils. I have a diffuser, so that's another great way to do it. But those are just some of my self-care faves. And then as far as skincare goes, this mask is a great one. I have a pharmacy mask that's really hydrating, which I'm gonna probably do at some point this week too. This one is more for my pores. And then I've been jade rolling a lot. And I wanna make maybe a separate video of how I do it, but L'Oreal has a guide on how to do it on their highlights on Instagram, and it taught me literally. I've been doing it, but not like 1000% the right way, and now I am. So I definitely highly recommend checking that out. But yeah, we're just gonna wait for our food to come and hang out. I have like a event invitation I want to create, but I just want to show you guys a little bit of what my day looks like, especially in the morning. I feel like I was more prominent in sharing in my morning, but that's really what sets the tone for the day, and it's been setting a positive tone for me to have this to do each day and have that time by myself.
Damn it! Sorry, babe.
Oh, no, it's funny. It's really funny. So yeah, I hope anyone that's doing the guide with me is enjoying it. I know I really am, and I'm really enjoying connecting with all of you. Another thing I want to mention too is it definitely seems like I'm doing a lot of self-care today. I do not do a face mask every day. As much as I try, I do not meditate every day. It is something I'm working on. So I do want to stress that any bit that you can give yourself, any bit of time that you can give to yourself each day is going to make a difference in how you feel and how you can give to others. So just do your best, even if it's just one thing or taking one break each day. Just check in with yourself throughout the day and see how you feel, and it will become more of a natural practice for you to do self-care once you just start incorporating these little things into your day. Even if it's that 5 minutes to journal with coffee by yourself in the morning, it's still amazing, and you should be so proud of yourself. And just know that you are doing your best, and evaluate how you feel, and let that be kind of the guiding light of how you move forward and how you start to incorporate a little bit more each day. I definitely don't, every day looks different. I'm actually holding myself accountable to do more for myself because I've been really stressed lately, so that might also be why it looks like I'm doing a lot. But so much more counts for self-care than you even realize. Like cleaning your space and these little things that I did today are self-care if they're making you feel good and if they're helping you take your mind off of what's stressing you. And this week with Mindfulness Week, that is all that that's about. So doing things where you can just focus in on what's in front of you and not what's around you, because right now all we can control is what's within us. Unfortunately, we can't control what's going on around us, so I just want you to find that peace and sense of calm within yourself. Doing my skincare routine now, which I desperately need because my skin is really dry. I'm almost out of this. I feel like I'm at the point in quarantine where I'm like out of all my stuff, like all my skincare. So I've been using this Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and I really like it. And I use this Tan Luxe product, and I mix it in with my lotion to just like give me a gradual glow, and it's honestly made me just feel so much more alive right now too. So much better.
Got all the treats, babe.
Woo woo!
Got all the food.
Got ingrained, and we got sushi-san.
Let's go.
Just because it's Wednesday. This is literally so much food.
I'll post the ingrained stuff later on.
I will. Salad in Chicago, sushi-san salad. Then I got
Ginger dressing.
charred cauliflower.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I know, it's really good. Guys, you have to go to Ingrained if you live in Chicago. It's on Postmates, and this is insane. Oh my god, I need to eat more of it. Oh my god. I'm freaking out. Routine where he makes waffles.
I wasn't like nightly is a stretch.
I mean every night that you're here.
We'll see how these ones turn out. Oh, there it is. oh, she can't make the layup though. That's all right. There it goes.
So that concludes my day in the life vlog, Self-Care Society edition. I hope you liked it. I know it was a little bit choppy in parts, as I just want to show you different parts of my day, but a lot of it, of course, I am working, but I'm definitely trying to keep myself busy throughout the day, create breaks for myself, but just know that Self-Care Society is a place that you're meant to feel safe and supported, and while it's an individual experience, there's so many ways to connect with people. I know that some of the feedback I'm getting is that they feel just closer to others than ever. I think because it's such a vulnerable, open experience, and sharing that with others really is just going to naturally bring you closer, and it's really meant to bring you closer to yourself, as well as the whole goal of this is to really just fall in love with yourself and know what works for you and continue to do those things for yourself. And I know that looks different for everyone. I know everyone is in a different situation, but this is meant to be a completely approachable form of self-care and finding what self-care resonates with you. And I just want you guys to feel so good. I know that now is a really stressful time with a lot of uncertainty, and I just want you to tap into the parts of you that you can control and try to make those narratives more positive and just find the light in these days. And I'm here for you. I put the link down in the description to get the book. I also have 2 freebies. I have a free gratitude and reflection journal that I launched a few weeks before launching the actual book, Self-Care Society. And then I also have a free Instagram story template. So that's 45 give or take templates that are shared on Instagram as a way to connect virtually if you want to share it. And if not, it's just a fun thing to do. I'm just trying to create fun things to do together. I also am hosting live events each week with experts in the space. So this week, before I'm recording this, is going to be Mindfulness Week with Cindy Lufred of Revealing Soul and my friend Katie Calder, who's also a human design lady. And then Sundays, I plan to do check-ins as just a virtual connect, kind of in the way that I was saying, in the sense that it brings people together even though it's an individual thing, and you can kind of allow this to be exactly what you want it to be. If you want to keep it just private to you, that is totally fine too. It's meant to be really just customized to you to make you feel like your best, and you can start whenever. I know a bunch of us started together this past Monday, which is why I put this vlog together, but you can do it on your own time in whatever way you like. Even the ideas in the book are completely customizable to you. I just want you to do what feels right for you, and that is the whole point. It's just giving you the extra accountability and time to check in with yourself and reflect in a time that we need it the most. And I know it's been helping me so much, so I hope it does the same for you, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Next time I want to show you how I make my lip scrub, which is a really easy combination of honey, coconut oil, and brown sugar with an optional essential oil. I did that for a retreat, and it was super easy, and it really works at scrubbing the lips. So I'll share that next time. I just put kind of a lot in this one, so I'll break that up. But hope you guys like this vlog. I know it was my first one in a while, but I've missed you, and this was fun, and sending you all the love, light, and health right now, and just thinking of you.
Windy.
Amateur bubble blower.